Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and another What's in the Box. Now today we have our fifth and final instalment of the 5 vintage and antique bags of coins that I bought on eBay. Now what we've been trying to do is to see if we were to sell them separately whether we could actually make a profit, and on the last 4 bags we've made a profit on each and every single one. And there was a nice little bonus after the completion of last bag when I found that Portuguese 5 escudos, which was silver content. So we've got all these coins. As far as I can see, there are a few loose ones which have come out of there. And as I've done in the past, what I've done is put them into the countries, and then we'll have a look and see whether we can find anything of interest. Right, here we are back again, and I've managed to get the coins all sorted into their individual countries. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, this is bag number 5 of the 5 bags we bought from the same seller on eBay. Now, the first bag was bought separately because the listing ended on a different day, but bags 2, 3, 4 and 5, they all ended on the same day, and I was lucky enough to win each one. So I asked the seller if there was possibility to combine the postage, which they were quite happy to do so, and I managed to get a discount at £10.50. So for bags 3, 4 and 5 that would have been £30 including postage, I've discounted each one of those by £3.50. So really we're looking for £26.50 to beat. Now, as I mentioned also in the past, there is a car boot seller near me that sells world coins in like a tub of world coins, 4 for a pound. So there's 84 in total, so already we've got £21 in the kitty, so we'll just need a few more and see if we can beat that. But before we go any further, we'll have a look at the new Mr. front page. And as you can see, I've got 2,862 coins, but there's actually only 2,069 different coins. The reason being, I might have got a circulated version and a bullion uncirculated version, or I might have a circulated and a proof, or I might have a few bullion uncirculateds of the same coin. So some that I've actually bought individually and then bought one like in a pack. So that's the reason why the totals are different. Then we've got a Battle of Hastings types 1066, and then we've got 116 countries, which I think we might be able to increase on today. So we'll go across the top. What we've got Netherlands with 4, we've got United Arab Emirates with 1, Sweden with 5, Costa Rica with 2, United States have 2, however one of them has a very badly damaged date. It was quite hard to see, but under this camera I think it says 1973, but I have no idea if there is a mint mark, so that one might just get discarded. Then we've got Cyprus here. It's a 2 shilling piece from 1947, so it's about the same size as our old style 10 pences. Now on New Mister it's saying that for very fine and extra fine it's about £6.53, but obviously these prices can fluctuate. Sometimes they're a bit lower than expected and sometimes they're a bit higher. But going on solar listings on eBay, they've gone for £3.95 upwards. And then on this one here we've got there was 34 bids on one in a nice condition, and that went for £27.55. Now those prices do not include postage, if any, so that's not a bad addition. So there might be a few quid in that one for me. Continuing on, we've got Italy with 4, Switzerland with 1, Poland with 3, Cuba with 1 and Turkey with 2. On the next line we've got Spain with 9, but this coin here from 1992, 1% is probably, well, if it's not the smallest coin in the collection, it's probably going to be the lightest. It's aluminium. Now I've actually got another 1 peseta coin. And you can see the size difference. It's absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, so we've got 9 there. Then we've got 9 for France, 3 for Australia, 1 for Malaysia. Bulgaria's got 5. Unfortunately, they're all duplicates. Ireland's got 3. South Africa 2. New Zealand 1. Sri Lanka 1. Mexico 1. Again, a duplicate. And Greece 1. There is quite a few duplicates in the top row as well. On the bottom line, we've got Russia with 2, India with 3, Belgium with 3, Argentina with 2, Malta with 1, Romania with 1, Portugal with 1, Germany 2, and then we've got Japan, Austria with 1, and Iceland with 1. Now, going back to the Belgian coin here, this was quite interesting. It is actually 10 centimes. I know it looks like it says 10 cent, but that is an abbreviation for 10 centimes. Issued in 1915, and this is classed as the German occupation coinage. Now, again, new mister, although it says fine condition, 61 pence, got a mintage of 9,681,224. It's made of zinc. But we've got the sort of the French spelling of Belgium and the Dutch spelling of Belgium on the same side, and then we've got the must be like the coat of arms on the back. So that's not a bad coin, that one. Right, so down the bottom we've got this one here for Albania. It is actually a duplicate, 100 lek, and again, your Mr. reckons for very good condition, 82 pence. There's no mintage figures for this one, but whether I'll get 82 pence for that one is another matter. This one here is a new country. This is from Iran, 1 rial, and it is actually a commemorative. And it actually commemorates World Jerusalem Day. And it is from 1980, or in the Iranian Persian calendar, 1359. So that's a new one. This one, I thought it was a new country, and then realised that I do already have it. But I thought I'd show it because it's a bit grubby. Unfortunately, a lot of these coins are in a bit of a state, as was bag number 4, which I'm a bit upset about, but never mind. So this is an Alpine Ibex, and the coin is actually from Slovenia, and it's 5 Tolarev. So that's spelled Tolargev. Mintage of 6,403,000. Again, I don't know whether there'll be much in it for us, but it's going in the collection anyway because I don't have that one. And again, a new country, and this is from Bangladesh. I have a habit of turning. There we go, Bangladesh, and this is 5 Taka. From 1996. Again, I don't have any mintage figures. Right, then we've got 4 of the old crowns. I've got 2 of the Charles and Diana. I've got 1 for the Silver Jubilee and 1 for the death of Winston Churchill. So face value is 25p. But as I've done in the past, probably say 50 pence for each one, so looking at £2 there. Now, just going back to this Icelandic coin, you can see it's in a pretty bad state. It's supposed to be 100 krona. But so I thought what I might do, I was at a car boot sale and I bought this for 10 pence, and I think I might have actually paid too much for it, because there is another coin channel that does something similar. Can't remember what the person's name is. Oh yeah, Coin Patrol, who tends to use this very, very nice mug to actually throw some dirty coins in. Never mind. So I thought I might put the reject coins in there. So let's see if we can make a nice sound in this. Might be a bit heavy, this. What a nice sound that is. So anyway, so Coin Patrol, head over to his channel. He does a lot of hunts with pre-decimal coins. Lots of fantastic information. A very funny guy as well. His sub count is very high as well. But does something similar to my channel, really. Although I haven't said that, I haven't got the great information. Probably not humorous enough either. I haven't got the subs either. Never mind. So let's carry on. What have we got along the bottom row? We've got an old half p decimal coin, an old threepence from 1938, again in pretty bad condition. I've got two, well, these are florins. That one is from 1951. Do already have this one. But this one here, half silver from 1921. Now, according to your Mr. the good £2.87 up to extra fine £11. Well, that's probably nowhere near. The scrap value for it is £2.82, and that's based on 50p a gram, because cost of silver's come right down. I think it was up at about 56 pence a gram, but in the last few weeks it's fallen all the way down to 50 pence a gram. So we've got a mintage of 34,863,800. As I said, it's half silver. On sold listens on eBay, they've sort of ranged between sort of £3 to £3.50. There was one sold there for £2.11, but it was in very, very poor condition. This one is probably in a slightly better condition than that poor one, so I'll probably say maybe £3 to £3.50. But as I said, scrap value is £2.82. Got some weird tokens here. This one here is makers of the Millennium. Now, I think these were issued by supermarket chain Sainsbury's, and that one's got Jesse Owens on the other side. And then we've got a football token, which looks very much like Michael Owen, but it's actually Gareth Southgate, our current England manager, and that is from 2004. Now, I'm not sure whether these medals were issued for the UEFA Championships, because the next World Cup wouldn't have been until 2006. I do have a couple of these coins, various dates. There's a 2002, I think, as well. I've got some shillings as well, 1948. Unfortunately, again, I've got that in abundance, and it's outside the silver range. However, these last two, I've got one from 1938. It's an English shilling, a mintage of only 4,833,400, which is the lowest minted English shilling for the George VI reign. On your Mr. it says from fine £1.51. Now we've got some sold lots on eBay, normally between £1.50 to £2, which is probably what you might expect. It is in a bit of a grubby state, but I think this is all surface dirt, which I think will actually come off. Then we've also got one from 1945, mintage of 15,143,400, and your Mr. again, fine £1.55 up to an uncirculated version of £4.33, which obviously this isn't. But these two coins together, scrap value is about £2.83. For the 1945 one, there has been some sold again between £1.50 £2. There was that one uncirculated one for £2.95, but probably they come few and far between. And then we've got some nice pennies here. So if Coin Patrol's still watching. So we've got a 1917, 1921, George V, 1900s, that'll be Queen Victoria. And again, that condition isn't too bad. I might have to look at, see if I can upgrade that in my Whitman folder. Got one from 1946, but haven't got the little apostrophe after the one. That's something else that Coin Patrol makes you aware of. So I'm seeing you get all this information from him. 1936, again George V. Got a 1906, that'll be Edward VII. 1927, George V again. 1917, again that's not in too bad condition either, so there might be a few upgrades. Another 1921, and the last two I've got an 1899 Queen Victoria, and I think this one was the same date if I remember rightly. Yep, 1899. So that is the pennies. Right, so up to now, we've got well coins of £21, we've got the crowns say £2, florin £2.82, that's a scrap value, and shillings of £2.83. So that comes to 28.65. So once again, we've sort of beaten that total. But there's only one coin left to discuss, and that's this one. Now, it does actually say Bungay halfpenny, Bungay, which is a town in Suffolk, so probably RJ Coins probably knows more about the town than I do. He lives quite near there. Around the edge, it says for change, not fraud. Obviously, that's you can hardly say the not fraud bit. So that is depicting justice with the scales, and 1794. So I've had a look into these, and these are classed as Conda tokens, which are named after James Conda, who was an early coin collector and cataloguer of these tokens. These are all also taken over by Richard Dalton and Samuel Hamer, Dalton and Hamer, which you can see on this new Mister page under the DH. Now, a lot of these tokens were actually made by businesses themselves around the country due to the shortage of smaller change, because they found that they couldn't actually pay the workers with that. So the Royal Mint, I mean, they hadn't struck any copper coins between 1773 and 1821, and on the rare occasions that they did strike any coins, they were actually very crude, and the quality control was pretty non-existent. A bit like today, actually. Yeah. So in sort of 1786, there was like 2/3 of the coins that were in circulation were actually counterfeit, and the Royal Mint actually responded by shutting itself down completely. But in 1831, the Truck Act was actually introduced, and that actually banned any employers paying the workers using these types of tokens. But because they were actually minted in pretty small numbers, they used to be collected. You yes, there was collectors in those days as well. So they used to collect tokens from all over the country, Wales, Scotland and Ireland as well. So that's quite interesting. If you look under Condor coins, Conder, on Wikipedia, it'll give you some loads of information on that. It was quite interesting. It was quite an interesting read. I don't want to go into it today because it will be quite lengthy. So finally we'll go back to the new Mr. page, and as we can see now, the different coins has gone up to 2,129 and types 1,096, and we do have 2 new countries, and that was Bangladesh and Iran. Now luckily, because we're not finished yet, this turned up in the post, so that's for Ian Ritchie's benefit. I do have scissors. And I know who this is from. It's the latest Striker run, and this has been sent by Judith. So she's been sort of getting a lot of these Striker runs for me, and obviously I've been paying her the difference and the postage as well. So this is the latest one, the Winnie the Pooh and Friends. And I must admit, I think this design is probably the best one out of the 9. I thought Tigger was my favourite, but I think this one's even better. There you go. So if you want to read that at your will, and pause the video if you want. Right, so that's it. So I think we've made yet again another profit. Don't forget, head over to Coin Patrol and give him a sub as well if you haven't already done so. So until the next time, thank you for watching. Keep on hunting, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.